They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense is on the field for the first time today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get him matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, Nice catch. Don't worry about that big sting. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Back to pass, it's Flores. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give on the counter. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Grab near the marker. It's Virgil. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Flores. Fires to the big fella.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Going up top again. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the back. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Dropping back, it's Flores. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Back to the ground game on the left. It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. The 50. The 40. The 20. Inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Fires to the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. He's loose. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Flores. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That one blocked beautifully as he gets across the 20 to the 21 before he goes out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He lets it fly. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just...
Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Got it in the middle. It's Carter. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got...
Wide open spaces. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Red Raiders are marching down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Flores. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Flores. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Virgil. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Morton. Fakes the grab. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Flores. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 3rd down play from the gun. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock. Man, that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this 1st down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finding open areas. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Flores. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.